Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. It is now somehow the 11th day of winter, so it's been a little while since I've recorded, and I've just been moseying along, trying to pass the time, and it's sort of weird because the days have been sort of going by slowly, but at the same time, I can't believe that it is the 11th day of winter already. So I figured today was a good day to do a recording because tomorrow I'm going to be having a blizzard, which is pretty much a wasted day for me. Can't do anything, and then our Harmony Day festival is coming up on the Saturday, which should be fun, and then we have a few more days between that and our mining festival slash birthday. So there really was a whole lot of nothing going on between the 4th and now. It's been a whole week since I've done a recording. There's obviously been no festivals or anything like that, so I've had some time just to do a few things on the farm and on the various islands. If we open up my cabinet, you can see that I have been very, very busy with mining because it's one of the only things that I have to do in the wintertime. And I've managed to get a huge supply of adamantite and orichalcum as well. I actually almost have a maxed 99 stack of orichalcum here. And the adamantite I have should be sufficient to purchase what makers we have left at Gannon's at the moment. There will be a few more that will unlock once we upgrade the maker shed, but because we haven't had a chance to do that, we just have a few more to actually fill up that shed for now. And you can't really tell from looking at it because I don't go in here that often, but if I open up my fridge, you can see that I've sort of cleaned it out a little bit. I have sort of been slacking on giving food to both the cafe and the diner owners. Once I got my sunstones from them, I sort of forgot about it, but there are actually some ingredients that I've been picking up along the way that I hadn't even shown them in order to be able to learn some new recipes, which has been helpful in the wintertime because I can use the stamina recovery from some of these dishes in order to get more from that for when I go mining. So the pumpkins, for example, are completely gone. I've been using my medium fish to cook with, and I've gotten a few large fish from the wild animals, and the large fish are used in a variety of dishes that I haven't learned yet. So I've also been trying to do some cooking and work on my culinary skills this winter. And you can see here that my field is looking fairly clean. I have been going around and picking up all of the boulders and the branches that have been laying around and putting them in my rucksack, and then bringing them back here and chopping them slash breaking them. And I'm already back up to 50 pieces inside of the material shed. I've got 50 pieces of lumber, and I've got lots of material stone to use to protect my trees in my orchard, which is quite nice. And I'm having a blizzard tomorrow, so I will be getting tons more stuff that will pop up as well. And if we come into the barn, everything is going well here. Everybody is healthy and happy, and my Suffolk sheep has grown up, as you can see. So I am able to get wool from that sheep now. All of the animals are fully grown. Our Jersey cow had grown up last week. We did see that in our last recording, so that's been nice. I've been able to get something from all of the animals, and of course remembering that the Jersey cow and the Suffolk sheep, I do have to wait a few extra days in order to get the stuff that they will give me, but it's worth it because it is worth a lot more. So we're getting a constant cash flow from those guys. Everything is good. I would like to upgrade the barn at some point. All of the chickens are good. And I didn't show off the incubator because we got that in the last video. Gannon had built that for us. You can see it's up here in the top left corner. And my plan is to use that to hatch the silky egg that we should be getting for our birthday. And that will give us our new breed of chicken, bypassing our need to wait in order to win the chicken festival. So taking a little shortcut there. But once again, it will be nice to see a new breed of animal. And once we've done that, that will actually have us own every single type of animal that is available in the game. So I'll feed these guys just so I don't forget. And then do what running around I have to do. Everything is good on the farm. I'm gonna worry about my orchard later. I do have to go and put fences around them because I do not want those trees to die in a blizzard. I have had a few blizzards this month already, and so far so good. In Shen's shop, I have been trying to check his inventory every single day because he will sell Wonderfuls in the wintertime. It's completely by chance, and last year I believe he was selling the Indigo Wonderful, and we were not able to buy that because it was quite expensive for us at that time. I think it cost $50,000, which was just a little too steep for us. But this year it shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to splurge on any Wonderful that he may get in his shop. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he will actually sell one to me. That would be great. And then while we have Charlie here, we can speak to him and look at his accessory menu. Now, one of the things I was saving up for was the turbo shoes. I've never used these before. I have no idea how fast we actually move, but this is a good alternative to spending the money on a teleport stone. It probably won't get us around as fast and as efficiently as owning a teleport stone, but I am curious to see how much faster we will be able to move with these. And that's probably the only accessory that I want to get at this moment in time. I do want the largest goddess pendant, but it shouldn't take us too long to save up for this once again with how often I am going mining. And we have a fairly large stamina bar as is right now. So why don't we go ahead and purchase the turbo shoes and we can test them out. Alright, thank you, Charlie. And because I have so few spaces, space is so limited, I might just overwrite the goddess earrings, because at this point I'm just going to be eating in order to restore my stamina. This accessory isn't really all that useful anymore. Maybe if I got the larger version of it, but we'll swap it. Ooh, look at that. So this is now my regular walking speed. which is much, much faster than the walking speed that I had, obviously. Oh my god, and that is the running speed. Look at that. Wow. They are turbo shoes indeed. Wow, I am running really fast. Okay, well. Yeah, so we do move faster, much faster. And I think this would be really good for getting around the various islands. So if you didn't want to buy the teleport stone, but you wanted to actually move around a little bit quicker from place to place, I think that these would be really, really useful. I can see this being a problem, though, if you're needing to do things that are a little bit more precise. I would imagine, say, lining yourself up to hit boulders or chop down branches would be a little bit difficult if you would just run right by them, or you couldn't quite get the angle right. Same within the mines, I would probably accidentally run around and get myself caught in a pitfall and fall a few floors. Or trying to give someone a gift, maybe I would overshoot it and just run right past them and end up littering instead. So I can see where this has maybe some disadvantages if you need to be a little bit more precise. But in terms of just moving around a little bit faster, these are awesome. This will definitely do the job. And I can tell you it's already saved us a lot of time. I would imagine we would probably be like an hour later in the game by now if we hadn't put these shoes on to get around places. At Ganon's, I guess that we will put in one of our various makers. We have the yogurt, the butter, and the seed maker left to create. And with nearly 70 pieces of adamantite, we could build all of these fairly easily. We would still have half of our adamantite left, and we would be spending less than $100,000. So assuming that I keep mining and I keep making money, it shouldn't be too big of an expense for me to purchase the rest of those makers. And then the next step after that will be, of course, upgrading the maker shed. Let's check in on the wild animals. Not too great of a haul today. This is actually the first time that they've brought me any garbage in quite some time. But I have been relatively impressed by what the ducks have been bringing me. I have been getting a lot of medium and large fish, which has been fantastic for me because for the most part, I've still been catching the small fish if I'm just doing the fishing manually on my own. And the medium and the large fish are great for gifts for some people, and they're also used in recipes. The small fish actually is not used in any recipes at all. You can add them into things and whatnot, but in order to make any sort of fish-related recipe, you do need either a medium or a large fish. So that's been nice to be able to actually start cooking and learning some recipes and whatnot. And their friendship is increasing the more fish I give them, so they are sort of bringing me better and better things. So hopefully one day they'll bring me a big haul of treasure or something that's worth a lot of money. feed my pig, but of course I will keep it inside because there is going to be a blizzard tomorrow. If I feed it one of these herbs, actually, that should cover its food for the next 2 days. It's so weird to see Mushroom Island without all of the mushrooms. It's sort of sad, actually. And then still continuing to come over to the Mystic Islands and give gifts to Elisa and the Harvest Goddess. Making sure to talk to Witch Princess every day because nothing would be more embarrassing than going to give her the blue feather and she won't accept it because I haven't talked to her for so long. That would be really awkward. I mean, I wouldn't blame her. Can you imagine just someone coming by your door and proposing to you and you haven't talked to them in weeks? Like, I'd be really confused. I'd be like, what? What do you haven't even talked to me. Like, what's going on here? So I make sure to talk to her. There's no point in giving her gifts because her friendship is maxed out and whatnot. But because I am coming here to speak to Elisa and the Harvest Goddess, I do try and just talk to everybody. Because it's a small island. It's not a difficult thing to do. And yeah, pretty much I have just run you guys through my entire routine. There's a few shortcuts I took. Normally I would maybe give out some more gifts, then I would talk to some more villagers. I would take a little more time just to kind of socialize with everybody. But as you can see, I have a full stamina bar. My fullness is completely filled up. I have pretty much visited every island that I visit on a daily basis. I've looked after all of the animals, I've picked up the stones and the branches off the ground, and it's not even 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So now I pretty much have my entire day to decide what it is that I want to do. Now, mind you, the shoes are helping immensely. I mean, I saved hours. So I do not regret this purchase. I would probably not keep them on all the time. Like I said, I would probably take them off if I was doing something that required some sort of fine precision type of work, something I didn't want to miss. But for the most part, these are fantastic. I probably will still buy the teleport stone at some point just to show it off, just to kind of give people an idea of what it does so that you have options. So if you don't mind very often and it's a pain in the butt to save up all that ore and you don't want to buy these turbo shoes, then maybe you want to see what the teleport stone looks like and just pay cash for that instead, because I think in some ways that is actually easier. If you're playing on the cartridge, legit, it is a lot of work to go mining. Saving and reloading using save states is a godsend, whereas getting money in this game once you actually get the ball rolling is not that difficult to do. So I've been trying to kind of contemplate when it is I would like to propose to Witch Princess, and I'm just really picky on the timing because my birthday is on the 19th and her birthday is on the 29th. So basically we have like a 10-day time span between her birthday and my birthday, and then we have a festival as well next week. So I think what I'm going to do is we will return on the Winter Harmony Day. I will get my last bit of flirting out of my system. I will get all of the delicious cakes or chocolates or whatever it is that the girls are going to bring me. And then at the end of the day, I think I will propose to her, because that isn't so bad on timing. That will be a few days after my birthday and a few days before her birthday, and that still puts us right smack dab in the wintertime. I'm not gonna have to wait until spring or anything like that. Normally when you propose, it'll be exactly a week from the date that you propose to a T. Assuming that there's no blizzard or anything like that, we should be getting married on the 21st, maybe the 22nd if we're unlucky. So that's sort of my plan. That's what we're gonna do when I return in the next video. So I'm gonna play for a few days and I will see you guys soon. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.